Shalom, shalom. To the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. The honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, have mercy upon you. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh. He is, it means he is, he exists, or he is to be, right? Yahweh Shai, he saves, or he delivers in our salvation. He is the Savior of the children of Israel. Right? So, let's get into this lesson here. Panama approves prison sentence of up to 5 years for what? For women who deceive about child paternity. That sounds familiar, don't y'all? How many of us over the many decades that have seen women lie about paternity, lie about the father being a child? Hell, even in the homes. Even in the home, when a woman is married to a man and she gets pregnant, they still try to make the what? The father pay, the mother, the father pay for the child. That's madness, man. That's madness. So let's read. I'm over here to the right here. Y'all can't see it. I ain't gonna move around too much. I got a few more videos. Want to keep the camera in position for me to read and click the way I need to click. So I'm reading over here to the right. Over here, y'all. Panama National Assembly approved Bill 510 to punish paternity fraud with prison time. The sponsoring lawmaker, Jero Salazar, explained that the initiative seeks to prevent deception and clarified that the law is not intended to go against women, but rather to punish a specific conduct that affects family. Hey, you know they got to put that up in there, that they're not coming up against women. And it's just that y'all time is up, man. All of that free will, all of that free, we just say manipulation and using the system for your selfish reasons is it coming to an end, because now these lawyers, prosecutors, and judges, we're gonna see real soon. That's a whole nother story, but I'm not gonna get into it right now. This controversial, the same way back in when Germany and all of those countries was Germany, we just say Germany, Russia. Well, we say Germany, right? When they had a level of understanding that most people didn't have, even back then, because those Germans considered to be some of the smartest so-called white people on the planet. So hey, that place went down. America gonna go down. Either way, they all are Edomites. They're all Edomites. But anyway, this controversial, I want to change the subject up, but this controversial, I'm finished reading, this controversial measure arises because currently there are only civil law options that do not fully protect those affected on an emotional and financial level. If approved by President Jose Raul Mulino, the law will impose 2 to 5 years in prison and fines that will be calculated according to the person's salary. They could be around 10,000 or more. An interesting fact is that the right to bring a claim over the deception will not be subject to a statute or limitation, which means the affected person will be able to seek justice at any time. Ooh. Regardless of how many years have passed. Damn, boy, that's like murder. That's like committing a murder, because the murder don't have what? No time limit. Right? You can go to jail for committing a murder 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Except it doesn't apply to the so-called white man, though. Because there's a lot of people, a lot of so-called white people that's still living that committed plenty of murders against who? Jake. Anyway, in addition, but this is about you women, in addition to prove text details that the judge will be required to order scientific DNA tests, and refusing to take them will be considered strong evidence against the person. Because what do a woman say all the time? She ain't taking no DNA test, no test, no DNA test. No, that's my child. That's my child. When actually the child is not really yours. The child belongs to the father. If I go plant if listen, if I go plant a seed, apple seed, orange seed, whatever, or peach seed, whatever. If I go plant that tree, you need a seed to plant it, right? Once you plant that seed, which what a man has is a seed. When he plant that seed in a woman, he had just planted what? A seed for what? For the growth of what? Of a child. You can't get around it, man. No matter where you put that seed in the earth, if it's an apple tree or orange tree, you're gonna come up with an apple tree or orange tree. But that's another subject too, as well. So let's get into let's see what the people think. I'm in the comments here. I could click it back and let y'all see, but it don't matter. Let me click it back and see, can I get it right up under there? So can I get the what's the name right up under the let's see. Here we go, right here. Let me see, can I pull them right up under here so we can read together. Let's read together, y'all. Alright. Steve Thor, paternity tests should be mandatory at birth. If you got an issue with it, you probably the reason they needed one. Exactly. This shit here is long overdue. Long overdue. So that's why I didn't want to click it down. Now I got to readjust this here a little, right? Anyway, let's go into it. Let's click up under the that's 37 reply. Let's click up on the Steve Thor replies. Someone else will say should be also implemented worldwide. Paternity tests can lead to what? Saving a child too one day. Exactly. You know what? That reminds me, right? I clicked over to let me see something. Y'all bear with me. I clicked over to let's go to YouTube. No? Yeah, let's go to YouTube. Remind me, right? I clicked over to YouTube where I put Panama new law on child paternity fraud. And something that I found, right, which is right here, right here. The one say paternity fraud will soon land you in jail. Now this was 2 years ago concerning a bill, paternity fraud. I'm gonna get back into the Panama, but I found that up here as well. There's a video right here that mothers to be jailed if they lie. This is 2 weeks ago. This was 2 years ago right here, right? This one right here. A bill, House 2689. And then up here, I'm gonna play both of them. Mothers to be jailed. This is 2 weeks ago. To be jailed about the paternity of their children in Panama. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna click on this right here 2 years ago. Let me, because this is a Tennessee bill. I remember, I think I did a lesson on this. Yeah, about 2 years ago. Let's see what we get. Let's see something.
Listen, I think it's about time. It's about time. The law has been unjust for a very long time for men, for fathers. Women have, rightfully so, fought to receive rights.
hold on, let me see that bill passed. Cause that was 2 years ago. Let me see something. Let's Google it, y'all. Let's see what happened to that bill in Tennessee. Cause I never I didn't hear anything else about it. You know, you're not gonna hear it. Only women spread gossip throughout. You can tell one woman is gonna be on social media, and millions of women will know about it, especially something of this magnitude right here, right? Let's go to Google, right? Is there a paternity fraud House Bill 2689 Tennessee bill?
But it's House Bill 2698, not 2689. This bill, sponsored by Representative Parkinson, aimed to require DNA testing for unmarried men to sign birth certificates. For legal advice, consult a professional.
Okay, so he had the number wrong. It's 2698. He got 89 on here, right? Whoever put this video up here, Harris family. The bill is 2698. So let me read it. It said, yes, you are likely thinking of House Bill 2698, sponsored by Representative Antonio Parkinson, which was widely discussed for attempting to require DNA testing to prove paternity. So this bill passed before an unmarried man could sign in birth certificate. Well, they actually had, I think Atlanta had one as well. I don't know how widespread it is now because I haven't went in on it for some time. It further speaks while that specific mandatory DNA testing proposal ultimately died in 2022. No, that's something else. Because this was 2 years ago. This is we 4 years ago. They talking about 2022. So it died in 2022. Legislative session, it paved the way for what? For landmark anti-paternity fraud legislation in Tennessee. So apparently it passed. The state has since passed substantive legislation to address paternity and what that is, parentage fraud. Parentage fraud. Here is the breakdown. Here's the breakdown. Paternity fraud is now a crime. You hear that, women? Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Huh? Paternity fraud is now a crime. House Bill 253/Senate Bill 331, also sponsored by Representative Parkinson, was officially signed into law. It established that it is a Class B misdemeanor for someone to falsely establish a person as a child's biological parent with the intent to deprive the actual biological parent of their rights, or to deprive the victim of property, meaning money. You know how many of us had 3-4 daddies? Lying when she know, lying about, man. Eve is a wicked. Well, women, period. Women are wicked. Super wicked. What do I mean by super wicked? Because they would have 3-4 guys paying her money and lying to all of the men except for one concerning the child. And then the joker that should be paying for the child, 9 out of 10, he not even paying it. The other men are. Madness, man. How many times they have lied about them getting an abortion and said they were pregnant? All of that, man. All of that. And then the lie is endless. How many secrets do a woman take to her grave? Statute of limitations lifted. Ain't no limitation. God. The state also eliminated the previous strict statute of limitations, which used to be 5 years, for challenging a voluntary knowledge of what paternity based on fraud, duress, or mistake. You can read the original language bill in HB 2698 on the Tennessee General Assembly website. If you are looking for specific details on how to challenge a past acknowledgement or want to read more about the Tennessee coverage on these laws, let me know. I can provide the exact steps or what of documentation needed. So here you have it. And I'm telling what other states. Let me see something. Y'all bear with me. Has any other state adopted the House Bill 2698 from Tennessee?
I am sorry, but the provided response does not contain information about whether any other state has adopted Tennessee's House Bill 2698. For legal advice, consult a professional.
I might have asked it wrong, y'all. You gotta ask questions. Let me see, 26. It's 2698. I do it later, cause I know I can. She got a word stuff right. I think I know. I remember Atlanta. It's a bill, but hey, for Tennessee, but hey, I'm quite sure that there's several more bills. I might do it for. I might not. So let's hear. Let's go right here concerning Panama, right? Mothers to be jailed if they lie about what paternity of their children in Panama. Here we go. Let's click on this here. Let's hold it right here and see what we're gonna do here. Trying to keep from clicking on it, y'all. Now they don't want to come right up. They're trying to keep from clicking on it so I can go to the next video without all them commercials. It don't want to play for me. Let me see. See if this is gonna play. Yeah, that played.
But
Here we go. Let's see. I'm probably gonna have to click on it, y'all. It's amazing. Oh no, it ain't. But this thing ain't but 1 second. So I guess a second for me to read it. Let me read it. I can barely see it though. It say paternity fraud bill passed in Panama if a mother knowingly lies about who the biological father is. I'm reading this red portion right here, right? It said if the mother lies about the biological father is, tricking a man into what? Raising and paying for a child that isn't his, she could face 2 to 5 years in prison. More in severe cases. By the time they get their asses. Mandatory DNA testing, check mark. Man can sue biological father for reimbursement. Damn. Child's rights and state protection remain intact. Supporters say it deters fraud. Critics warn jailing mothers could hurt the child. Yeah, right. They're not worried about y'all feelings and emotions anymore, y'all. Y'all ass going to jail. You going to jail, y'all. You going to jail. And it's about time. It's about time. Let's click over here. Let's click back over here to this Facebook post here. Let's read a few more of these comments. Then I'm gonna go to Google. Let's go to Google. Well, not now. Let's read a few more of this here. I need to get a little more. Sometime in the comments, give you a little more insight concerning. They might start speaking on it or whatever, right? Aaron Clark, which was the response from. He said, "Now, do false allegations regarding custody and what family divorce court, please." Michael say, "Cop that love." Say, how is this not a law here in U.S.? It is. See, he don't even know. Y'all don't take time to Google anything. That's Rick. Name Rick Randall. Y'all don't Google. You got AI. You got all type of stuff to find up stuff. But do you want to check and see how much money Jay-Z got? You'll Google that. and find everything on that. Madness, man. Just laziness. The same jail time, Mahalia say the same jail time should be for false claims of what? Domestic violence. There they go, y'all. There go the women trying. That's a man, ain't it? He said what? The same jail time should be for false claims. Oh, false claims of domestic violence. You right. Cause this is played all the time concerning them lying on a man saying that he's been violent towards them and committing domestic violence. He's right. I misunderstood it the first time. He right. That's they fallback most of the time when they get want to leave and get that want to be on their own. They'll lie in a minute, want to be on their own. No, you don't want to leave on their own. You want to leave and get that government funding so you can lay down with whatever man you want to lay down with. You know, get that free. Yeah, but that's over with. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. A lot of you women going back into the homes and you're going to get your mouth shut up. Maxwell Marley says, too light it should be what? 18 years. That's right. They should give them a year for every year they lied about the child. It is no statute of limitation. Wonderful. Lisa says, very good. We tired of double standards. That's a woman there, y'all. Kinsley says, support it. Men are tired of fathering and training other person's children. Enough is enough. Come on, man. That's a brother there. I thought it was a woman name. Kinsley. That's one of them foreign names there, y'all. Scooby says, good. The test need to be a thing from what? From birth. So that way a guy doesn't blood his life and money on a child that isn't his. To start with and own a woman that spreads for anyone. That's right. Nothing but a bunch of thoughts. This is why the scriptures speak about not allowing a woman to get abroad, meaning to run the street, to have excessive free will to do what the hell she want to do. This is what this doing. But this is the only reason they have given you all this right from the start is that you all are very easy to manipulate. Why you think the serpent went to the woman in the garden? Because she is more susceptible to what? To be tricked and fooled. And then when you get up in the courtroom with your husband, what happens? You can have $3 million worth of property or something. You'll let the attorneys have the bulk of it, just to what? Just to put the man out on the streets. That's how wicked you women are. And you know, and I always talk about it's about the child. No, it ain't never about the child. Not for no woman. It's for you to have your free will and doing what the hell you want to do. This is why a woman can say, I don't need a man. And who say that more than any woman? You know what? Let's go to Google right quick. Let's go to Google. I Googled it. Let's go to Google. So I say, is it a new law? Now I put L-I-N, I misspelled it. A new law in Panama, but it still came up for what? For child paternity. I misspelled it bad. I got one looking. I'm not the hell of a typer, not the best typer in the world. But anyway, it say, yes, Panama National Assembly approved a controversial new bill, 510, that established paternity fraud as a criminal offense. It's signed into law by what? By President. Okay, I read that part. On the other page, say prison time. Women who deliberately deceive or conceal the truth, tricking a man into legally recognizing a child that isn't biological his, could face up to 2 to 5 years in prison. Wonderful. Harsher penalty sentence can be increased by up to 50% if the deception lasts more than 5 years. Hell yeah. Involves multiple children or result in what continued financial gain. So a lot of these prisons gonna be overrun by women. They're gonna be closing a lot of these men prison and turning them into women prison. But a lot of y'all gonna be going to jail. Mandatory testing. The law makes DNA testing mandatory in paternity disputes. Financial restitution. Affected men are permitted to seek reimbursement for what? For financial support provided, recovering the fines from the actual biological father. He knew the truth. If he knew the truth. So the only way you're going to get the money from the father if he knew the truth. And men do that. A lot of men will ride right along with that. Let the other man pay for the child, knowing the child is his all the time. They do that. So it won't be hard, considering all these how women communicate and put all their business online. So it wouldn't be hard. Are you? Let me see something. Might want to ask another question. Are you following this legislation because you need advice on navigating family law, or would you like, let's see something, to help understanding other existing paternity regulations in the country? Let me see something. Let's see if they're gonna click it right. Let me get the microphone. What about in America? Is there existing laws for this paternity fraud concerning women? Okay, it says, in the United States, paternity fraud is strictly treated as a civil family law matter, meaning women do not face targeted criminal law or prison sentences like the new legislation purpose in Panama, because family law is governed at the state level rather than the federal level. Legal remedies vary drastically depending on where you live. Stopping child support, disestablishing paternity. The most common legal remedy in America is filing a petition to disestablish paternity. Okay, state variations. Only about 1/3 of U.S. states have passed specific paternity fraud laws. States like Texas and Florida allows a man to use a negative DNA test to terminate his legal father's status. So there are laws for it. So hey, let's read on. Father status and steps future child support payments. The best interests of the child standard in many traditional states. If a man has acted as the father for years, courts may force him to continue paying child support. See that? Even if DNA proves he is not. I just stated that. I just said that earlier. This is what they do. Because why? Because it's not about the child or the mother. It's about them lining their pocket with y'all money, man. That's all it is. That's the dumbest thing a woman could do, is run down there and try to put her whoever the father is on child support. But hey, we know women they're not gonna think before reacting anyway, because they full of feelings and emotions. Anyway, DNA proved he is not the biological father. The legal system prioritized the child's financial well-being. See, I always talk about the child's well-being, lie over the biological truth. Okay, strict time deadline. Most states enforce strict statutes and limitations. For an example, it's something that I given me, man. I remember doing a few lessons on this here. But let's read on. California, a married man usually has a maximum of 2 years from the child's birth to contest paternity. Well, how the hell you gonna say that when a man has 2 years? What if he didn't know about it and then now she bringing it up and saying something. See, this shit could go either way. Depends on who have. And 9 times out of 10, when a woman is setting a man up, she's gonna have all her eggs in the basket, and the guy's not, because he's not aware of it. It says a married man usually has a maximum of 2 years from the child's birth to contest paternity, regardless of when he discovers the truth. When he discovers the truth, okay. Getting money back. Civil lawsuit. They ain't finna get shit back. Watch this. I already know this here. Men rarely recover the child support money they have already paid, because the state will be liable to pay them back, right? But let's read on. It said no state refunds. State government agencies will almost never refund back paid child support. See that? Suing the mother, a man can theoretically file a civil lawsuit against the mother for the civil tort of deceit. A lot of people don't know about torts. You can put them down. Put them, yeah. Intentional infliction of emotional distress or fraud. However, U.S. courts routinely dismiss these cases to protect family privacy. Yeah, right. You dismissing it because the state of the state has all the money, and that's for to pay it back. They know these women ain't gonna pay shit back. They're ready to go to jail and pay something back, because they reckless, or because the mother does not have the liquid assets to pay back years of support. I know it's gonna change though. Probably already in change. Sometimes Google don't give you everything, y'all. Suing the biological father. Some state courts allow the deceived man to sue the actual biological father to recoup child support. Provided the biological father knew the child was his. See, proving that the point is, you got to prove what you got to prove. And again, these women got social media. The best way to find evidence and get evidence on any of these women, social media sites, y'all. They tell every damn thing. They tell everything. It's out there. Okay, when it becomes a criminal matter, while a woman cannot be jailed purely for child misattributed paternity, she can face indirect criminal penalties under 2 specific circumstances. For one, it's perjury. That's easy to prove. Yeah? If a mother knowingly lies under oath in a child support court hearing or signs an official document stating a specific man is the father while knowing he is not, she can be charged with perjury or filing a false instrument. Oh, they say it all the time. You can get that. Listen, man, social media, man, is the way you get proof concerning a woman lying and lying and admitting the truth over and over and over and over. They run their mouth too much. Tampering with evidence. If a woman actively switches out swabs or falsify, that shit, do it all the time. That's why you don't let no woman do it. DNA tests samples to trick a laboratory. She can be criminally prosecuted for fraud or evidence tampering. They do it all the time. That's why I would never allow a woman to go get no test to try to prove that a child is mine or not. You don't do that. You don't put that in their hand. Why would you put it in the hands of a woman that lies all the time? That's all they do is lie. Are you looking into the paternity law of Pacific U.S. state, or do you need understanding how to request a court-ordered DNA test? Nah. You know what? One more time, y'all. I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna see what he gonna give me on law. Let me see. The paternity laws of a Pacific U.S. state. No, I ain't gonna do it. Let's go back over here, y'all. I'm not gonna read a whole lot of precept tonight. I just wanted to go to the let's go back to this this here. Let's click on this right here so we can pull her back up. Right? Panama approves prison sentence of up to 5 years. But a lot of women gonna be leaving Panama for women who would deceive about what, child? Paternity. Let's read this precept, which is I'm not reading anymore. I'm gonna close this out. Let's go to Isaiah 32. This is the only precept I'm going into, right? Which is, let me see something. Let's go straight to verse 9. I'm gonna read down a little bit. I may put another precept and I may not, but I don't think I am. This is a twofold scripture, right? Rise up, ye women, right? You women in America, you Western women, first and foremost. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, and that ease goes into you all having free will and to do wickedness, and you are not what? Oh, y'all are just not ashamed of anything anymore. Anything. Let's go to Jeremiah 31. I know I said one boy, hey, came to my head, so let me get it. Jeremiah 31:22. How long would I go about, oh, thou backsliding daughter? To my you women of Israel, you Israelite women. For the Lord Yahweh has created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So this is why, again, the so-called white man uses you all in court for what? For a purpose, and that purpose is to line their pockets and get rich off of emotional women that comes to court and lie and deceive, and they can know that they lying and deceiving the court, and yet they still won't be facing any consequences behind their actions. Back on here in Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So, I actually seen, I actually pulled a video up that I forgot to play because I knew that now the vintage goes into government, state funding and stuff. Now that these things that have been pulled from a lot of women's homes, they're finding themselves to even to be with poly. What does poly mean? Poly, what is it? Polygamy. Let me show you. Let's put this young lady here on the screen right here. This right here is a woman, right? Joining to poly. So we are definitely in in this kingdom, and in the process of our women, some of our women, not all of them, is susceptible to to having a poly relationship. Check this out. Hold up.
Oh man, I want me a masculine mandingo. To be one of y'all bitches around here hunching on the motherfucking rainbow man. I want me a masculine mandingo warrior. And if he already with you, I don't get no fuck. Slide the fuck over. Tag me in, bitch. Because for every 100 black women, 6.66 men that are heterosexual, that ain't incarcerated, ain't a part of the rainbow community, gotta worry about if you wearing your fucking fishnet. Y'all gonna stop playing with these black men like they ain't relevant right now. Black men very motherfucking relevant. And all on social media, everybody, a nigga can put on a motherfucking wig and get more clout than a masculine, hard-working, activist black man. I'm sick of it. And then these hoes, they support it. The internet.
Yeah, they support it. As Alizar. Right? A lot of men like being instead of you dominating the woman in the bed, a lot of men like to be dominated in the bed. Meaning what? They allow women to put on scrap arms to dominate them. Madness.
Algorithm supports people who want to be hoes, mentally unstable, because they make a joke out of us.
Supporting women who want to be hoes. Like I say, they want to make a joke about everything. Laugh, and ain't nothing to giggle about when you're lying about lying on who fathered your child. You already got 5 baby daddies. You don't want to be known you got 6 baby daddies or even 7. So you're gonna lie, deceive, and cheat, and do everything that you want to do to what? To get your way, which means serving your own belly and not worried about the child.
Saying we got mental health awareness. That shit ain't fucking cute on the internet. They let that shit ride through the motherfucking internet while people posting their kids and shit to make a mockery out of us. They let a nigga and
a mockery out of the black women as a whole. See, now we are what? We're coming back into the what? The understanding. Why a lot of women are coming into the understanding of not putting up with the BS with most women. It's not. It's never all women. Never all women, but most women, just like it's most men, are what? Are wicked as hell. Why are they wicked? Because we are in the devil's kingdom. And the devil's kingdom is what? Esau, Edom. Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Right? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If it's not Esau, Edom, then who the hell is it? So Esau had been profiting off of what? Out of the pain and suffering of first and foremost men, so-called black men. Now the women are suffering, so now they are trying to what? Trying to establish their so-called support for the what? For us as a people, because of Esau, Edom is pulling those what? Government and state funders away. Let's hear a little more. I'm gonna go back to that.
motherfucking lace front wig get that bag on the internet to make a mockery of us. 48% of our black men are gay. 36% of our black men are incarcerated. So everybody say on my pages, oh, we're not at that time yet to share the man. Since when? We've been sharing these niggas since the beginning of the genocide. We might as well hold hands and kumbaya around this bitch.
Alright, man, let's go back over here, right? So he had a lot to say concerning that poly situation. But again, verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble ye women that are at ease. So now they're what? They're trembling. And because they knowing that what? The situations that are going on in America, like resources. And resources, first and foremost, is what? Government resources, state resources, funding. Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless one. Scrip you and make you bare, and girt sackcloth upon your lawns. They shall lament for the teats, meaning they're going to lament, they're going to be moaning and weeping because a lot of just like when they took the food stamps away from a lot of women, right? What happened? They was talking about what they're going to do. They're going to on the internet, they're going to walk out of there. They act like that, see, they've been taking care of these people for so long. They've been taking care of these women for so long. These women think they're entitled to what? To be fed for free. Even when they're capable of paying for their what? Their own food. Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Scrip you and make you bear. Make you bear from what? From you having free will, too much free will to get abroad, right? And gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, and those teats, no more free nurseries, no more government program, no more state fundings. So so now they want to be what? They want to be in order because they're what? They seeing the stress in the strains from what? This wicked place, Babylon, America. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, meaning your material possessions. They even trying to boycott what? They have places, which I don't think they're gonna be successful because a lot of these women gonna what? One thing they don't have women. A lot of women don't have pride when it comes to them wearing these damn fake wigs and lace fronts and you name it. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, and that for them those teats goes into what? That's really the. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm trying to cut this off early and go and get it over with. Hopefully they'll put this one up and they won't mess with this one like they did my last video. Well, they mess with all of them, right? But hey, the last one I was speaking about Benjamin Knowledge, what they did, y'all. They got me real good. So hey, it's all good. I'm just gonna keep putting them up and keep spreading the word and the truth concerning Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Damn what the devil do. Shalom.